Alright, so we're doing Lynyrd Skynyrd's Sweet Home Alabama as a beginner lesson, and I'm going to simplify this to just some basic strumming and have you play with the song. Okay, so that's what we're doing today. We're using the chords D, C, and G. D, C, G. And if you don't know D, C, and G, please just Google it. Just type in D chord guitar in Google, or C chord guitar, G chord guitar. So I'm not going to use the video to explain that. So if you can look that up if you don't know it. For the rest of you, if you know it, it's D, C, G. So this song, it's very fast. And you're going to do 2 strums of D. I'm going to show you just how to interact with the song first. And then we're going to put on the song. I'll show you how to build with the drums. And we'll go from there. So let's start with your chords. It's D. Okay, by the way, I play D like this. I also play D like this. I also play D like this. So hopefully it's not distracting you. There's more than one way to play D. By the way, there's a lot of Ds. Here's a D, here's a D, here's a D, here's a D, 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 D. There's a ton. So if you want to learn that, that's called a cage system. Just hit me up and I'll teach you that on Skype. So it's D, 2 strums of D, 2 strums of C, and then 4 strums of G. 2 Ds, 2 Cs, 4 Gs. Now obviously switching is going to be the hardest part of your homework for right now. Okay, there's going to be another challenge, which is to get into the drum beat and then to get into the song. Those are both challenges I'm going to help you with as well. But for right now, the challenge is to just switch your hands fast enough to do 2 Ds with no hesitation. C, G. D, C, G. Keep practicing at home until you can get that going, okay? After you get that going, come back to this video. Let me show you the next thing to do, okay? So, if you got that going, and we're going to play to a drum beat now, and I'm going to include this drum beat in the description. So this song is at a speed of 105 BPMs. BPMs means beats per minute. That's an acronym for beats per minute. So I'm going to start you off at 60 BPMs. And there's a drum beat that I use off YouTube that I like, and I'll include the description in the link. And you can just yoke and play with that drum beat, and then if you speed the drum beat up, the song eventually is 105, so you eventually want to get your speed up to 105, and then you want to play with the song, okay? So here's 60, and if you click the link below in the description, you can access this beat. It's going to have 8 counts of just a hi-hat, and then the beat drops. So here we go. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and C, G, D, C, G, D, C, G, D, C, G. Now, what you want to do, that was 60 BPM. So, assuming you got good at that, all you're going to do is change your speed. Okay, so here's my screen. Now, there's a couple ways to change the speed. We're going to make it faster. The most robust way to do this is to just change this number at the top. Well, here, look, I'm going to actually just I could just scrape this, right click, copy it, and then just drop it here. And then we're going to change this to 70. Let's try that. And there it is. It came right up. You don't have to search around if you just type it in. Okay, so that's going to be 70. And the other thing I want to show you, this gearbox, if you click it and you go to Playback Speed and then you go to Custom, you can change it in 5% increments. So let's say you're at 70 and it's a bit too fast. Instead of dialing up a new track, or a new YouTube video, you could just slow it down to 85%, you know? So that's another trick. I use that a lot when I'm teaching songs. So when you're actually teaching, like literally doing songs, I'll slow down the song for it to help you. Okay, so let me show you what this looks like at 70. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, 2, 3, 4. Here it is. C, G, D, C, G, D. Yeah, and with the way I interacted, the basic strum is just down, C, G. You're going to be really tempted, well, some people are tempted to really get elaborate with the right hand as soon as possible. Please don't do that, okay? Keep your right hand as simple as you can and just focus on your left hand for the first couple weeks. For the first several lessons, just focus on your left hand. The right hand is actually harder than the left hand. So if you try to get that going too soon, the technique and the math of it is going to really stump you until you can get comfortable first with the left hand. That's my best advice to you. So if you can just put that aside, the whole right hand. But for those of you that are curious about the right hand, I just want to show you. Yeah, you can do a little more. Hold myself back because I promised you a beginner lesson at the beginning and I don't want to get too crazy, but that would be a little bit more of an embellishment. Ultimately it's right. But anyway, so now what you want to do, the other thing you could do is keep working with this drum machine all the way until you get up to 105. So 105, you keep building your speed, and there's other ways of learning, but I'm keeping this video as simple as possible. So here's 105, and I'm going to play it now. 2 Ds, 2 Cs, and 4 Gs at 105. This is the speed I want you to build yourself up to. You're starting at 60, or if you need to, start at 40. That's fine, and then work your way up. So here's 105. It goes 1, 2, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hopefully that makes sense. Here's the song, Sweet Home Alabama, and let's try it. I'm gonna do it with the band, okay? Here we go, ready? 2, 3, 4, and D. So that is your beginner lesson for Sweet Home Alabama. If you have any questions, you can hit me up on Patreon. And on Patreon, you can join for $10 a month. And if you have questions or problems, you can interact with me. You can ask questions. I'll post videos as answers. Or if you just want to book a Skype lesson, you can book a Skype lesson. Hit me up, and I'll get you unstuck if you're stuck. Okay? So see you next time. Thanks so much for joining me here, and keep jamming. Take care.